Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Rise Above All Odds once again. Today is Saturday, the 5th of September, 2025. It is back to school. So much happening. Parents are busy, either buying books, buying uniforms, taking kids to school and back, and doing all of those things. I know what that means because we are all parents. Thank you so much. This is Friday. It sounds like Friday because Collins is not going to work tonight or tomorrow morning, so we can stay here. Let's just spend some time, guys. I think we've been doing business enough. Let's just have fun after this whole movement. Let's just discuss anything at all that comes to mind this evening. If you want to share something to laugh, where is this brother who used to drop us some fun time? I've not read from him for a very long time. I've forgotten his name. He should come back. Every day he used to drop a small fun thing, and it was really good to laugh at. So, Collins, welcome, and it is Friday evening. Let's have a fireside chat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really great to be here. And it's Friday. Honestly, it is really Friday, the 5th, of September 2025. So I'm really happy and blessed to be here today. So yes, sis, you can take it over. Anywhere you want to take it, we
Yeah,
can.
sure. Yeah, because the idea this evening just came to mind. I was just thinking that okay, we just want to, the topic rise above all odds. It happens to be the name of the platform. I think it speaks a lot. I hope that this topic speaks, or this topic and the name of this platform speaks to everybody else, like to me. So we make it a Friday fire chat. We just want to remind ourselves that it's not always about seriousness all the time, serious business and so on. So there's so much we have learned, there's so much going on. So I think that we can just tap into the wisdom of our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufara. If you really know him, you know that you can tap into his wealth of knowledge and everything, because if it's fun, he's good at it. If it's business, he's good at it. If it's family, he's good at it. If it's respect, he's good at it. If it's transformation, if it's empowerment, he is good at it. If it's resilience, he's good at it. So let's just think anything at all that we learn. What is that particular one thing that you have learned from Ash that you are taking home, that it will always be with you? And we've also learned from one another because we have come across, guys, bear with me, there's nothing I can do. We have children, so many children here. I don't have control of the noise at the background, but then we just keep doing what we're doing. We're here for our children anyway. So I was saying that as much as we learn from Ash, we learn from one another. I've seen many people pass through this platform, and then I've met so many others on webinars and all of those things. So yeah, so let's just exchange. If it's fun, whatever thing, let's have a laugh, guys. I feel like having a laugh this evening. I hope it comes up to that point. Let's see how we can really go without being serious, right? So yeah. Collins, I just want to, I was wondering, because there's things I used to do. Maybe I start with something I hope is funny. I'm not good at making fun, right? So we used to think, there was some months I took years back, just asking guests that came here, what is that one crazy thing that you would like to do for yourself or for your family when we're ready, when this business is ready and we're out there? Because it's okay for the CEO. He knows that we need to start taking care of ourselves first before our family, extended family, our community, and of course across the globe. So I want to tell you about one of the funniest things, or the funniest things that I want to do is, the first thing, I'm going to get me a motorbike. So Collins, can you imagine me riding a motorbike? So I'm going to get me a motorbike. I just get a fun motorbike going. I find it really fun. But then yeah, because you are limited either by funds or other stuff, you cannot afford those kind of things. I'm just thinking that one of the very first things that I'm going to have is that, so that if I want to run around or do a few things here and there, I take it around and just feel cool on it, especially during the summer days and stuff like that. I'm just starting with a nonsense something, but we just want to start from here and just be saying stuff. Colin, what do you want to say? Maybe pick something you've learned from Ash that you'd like us to discuss about. That would make more sense than what I just said.
Yeah, comfort. When you started, it trigger a lot of things. Sometimes you can start something and then it takes someone to another direction. You know, from the time I joined this company, this business, following Ash, sometimes I'm normally in my normal life comfort, I'm impatient. I don't have patience with nobody. If you cannot
Yes.
understand me, I'm done with you. That's me. I just believe people should think the way I'm thinking, but the well is not like that because I don't have really time for explanation or try. Even when I introduce this business, this is the truth and true story. When I introduce, I share with my family. First, you start with your family. I never had 1 minute patient to explain. You either come or you leave it. I don't have time to explain. It's good. If you want to come, don't ask me. Come, let's learn together. Because I say, where I'm going, I don't know, but I need to learn from the person, from the company and the CEO. The only thing you can come in is only to come and learn so that we together, I said together, we can understand and then help others. But if you rely on my own ability alone, I'll not be able to help you. So I'm really 100% impatient person. I don't have patience. I don't have time to waste with people who don't want to reason like me because sometimes I work like robot. But the one thing
Right.
I've learned with from Mr. Ash Mofara is patience, his ability to make sure we understand. Even if one person in the whole group don't really knows, understand it, Ash will take that time to make sure he understands so that all of us are on the same page. It's not like convincing you. He wants to see the reason. No, it's not like he wants to say, you must understand. No, he gives you the platform for you to ask every questions. For those who have really come close to him, I'm just one of the lucky person who have come close to Ash, to really see and understand how this man thinks. He gives you all the opportunity and try as much as possible so that you can see, not that by convincing you, but share the opinion and then you can judge for yourself. That's one good thing. The next thing I've learned is about patience. He's a very patient man. He is patient and he doesn't give up in what he wants to do, especially when it comes to his dream. He will prefer to say, you know what, I don't care if I lost everything, but I will never give up on what I want to achieve. Let's forget about the business. Forget about the business part. In his normal life, day-to-day life, Ash doesn't give up. If he wants to achieve something or he wants to do something, he goes for it, no matter the cost, no matter the loss. Sometimes we know him only in the business, but out of the business, that is how Ash operates. If he wants to achieve something and it is good, he will never give up. He will make sure he goes for it. Like he always tells us, the planet Earth has a lot of wealth. It's only when you make that decision to work for it and understand what you are doing. He is someone who listens. He listens, he understands, and he learns. We shouldn't make mistake to feel like Ash doesn't learn. He knows everything. No, he learns every
Yes.
day. He reads every day. He knows together we can learn from each other. And that's one of the things. That's the humble nature of him. And that's if you look at all the top inventors, those who are great inventors in IT, those who are really successful, you can quote the likes of Jack Ma, Elon Musk. They are very good listeners. Ash is a very good listener. He listens, he takes note, and he can tell around and say, this person said this thing. Comfort, you said this thing. So can you please explain? So he listens to everybody. He is smart and listen. And that is what makes those who are great inventors to deliver what they want to do or to achieve greatness. They listen. They
That's
understand your
that.
problem. So comfort, I will leave it there. Yeah, for
Yeah,
you to take it.
that is so true. Yeah, because Ash is a very patient person. He's resilient. We can tell because yeah, he gives, and then he's good at giving you another chance. There are times that we know how people have struck him really hard, you know, but then he gives them another chance and give another chance until when it gets to the point where he can't do it anymore, or when he gets to that point where he thinks that all right, me giving you another chance is compromising the growth or the success of this movement, of this mission, of this vision. That is when finally has to stop. when it gets to bottleneck, there's nothing else you can do. This just gets me back. I know about Ash's pruning in the old news 4 or 5, the pruning message. That was something we deliberately did not want to talk about it. We just wanted it to be where it is. As he said it, that was enough. And so I never wanted to go, but because you brought this, because you know how people really reacted differently to Ash's pruning and all of those things. I was just wondering, I think that I know Ash a bit. I joined this whole movement from 2020 till now. Like Collins has said, at least sometimes you find yourself on the platform with him and have these chats. You see him on webinars and stuff like that. We think that somehow, to some extent, we can say that we know his heart. So I'm just like, for Ash to just stand up and take some kind of decision, which people think that is maybe not very nice. I just want to say it as some people really thought or think he would have, given another chance will pull until the elasticity is out of you cannot go any further because you've lost elasticity. That's when he let go, right? So that is patience, and that is the how he's resilient, and that's what keeps him going, right? And that is that's a lesson. And then he is very accommodating. He knows, he spreads his arms and embraces everybody, and within his arms you have very kind people, you have people who are patient like himself, you have people who are respectful, you have people who are maybe disrespectful, or they're impatient, or they're selfish, or they're or they're challenging, they have challenging behavior and stuff like that. It's possible, guys. So but then he is like, everybody is unique. I think that is what is in his mind. Everybody is unique, and we need to accommodate everybody, we need to accept everybody, because no matter what, that is what makes them different, right? Because sometimes he just thinks that hopefully as we go along, the person can learn from how well other people are behaving, and how well other people are doing stuff, how well people are thinking. And it's been helping because so many people have testified. And apart from Ash, on this platform, that or this whole movement, this word that we've been going on together for years, I've learned even from other individuals too, right? There are people who say, just like Ash, I don't just go quickly. I don't just judge somebody from one thing they do. I give them one chance. I think it's going back to the same thing. You don't quickly judge people. You wait. And that helps a lot. That solves a lot of problem, because if you are not careful, people will come from behind and start pointing fingers at people to you. And if you hear quickly and just stand up and take action, you get in trouble. You ruin a lot of stuff, right? So that's one thing about him that we need to learn. And then, if you want to deal with people, what we are waiting here to do, because definitely I joined on the 19th of June 2020. The mission, it was clear what I wanted to do on this platform. When I listened to that webinar, because I'm that person, I don't like to, I know that if you teach me and I understand the concept of a business, by the grace of God, I feel that I can pitch it and I can get people join the business. But my question is, if they join this business, will they make that money they're promising us? If they cannot make the money, I'm not part of it. So the first time I've joined and listened to the presentation of the business, they say, are you going to be coming out of pocket every month? No. Are you going to get people to join three people, three? No, you're not going to do that. And stuff like that. I say, okay, if I'm not going to convince people to join, to force people to join, then I think I'm interested, because I don't like to tell people one thing, then they join and find the other. So when you come in now, you discover so much more, and then you we learn from that. So all of those things put together, you're just like, that is how the mindset changed. I was coming because I wanted to make money, better my life, that of my family, and that of my country. Collins, what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes I've been talking about it. I can talk more sometime to come again. So when you finally discovered that, even though I was joining first for myself and secondly for my suffering people back home, I can help more people, more suffering people than just those from my home. And if you are that person, you have this mind that you want to go beyond yourself, beyond your immediate family, beyond your extended family and your community, and go across the globe. you'd want to learn how to accommodate people. Collins, do you know how? I don't know if you've ever done care, right? Those who have ever done care, hello, hands up. I love you because we are heroes. If nobody tells us we're heroes, let's call ourselves heroes. I'm not being arrogant. If you have done care, then you just need to say thanks be to God I can do this. Because you know how you are taking care of this patient. You are cleaning the mess and doing all of those things. And they're insulting you, they're calling you names, they're spitting at you, they're scratching you, then you're still happily doing it. That is what I suspect that is what we meet on the fields when we go out there to help people. You will just go and find some people, run into a family or a group or a community, you want to help them. Maybe they misunderstand you in something and they start insulting you or doing something or whatever. You not leave them where they are because they are not receptive, right? If they're not receptive, sometimes it could just be misunderstanding or language problems or whatever. You not leave them where they are. Like today, I saw a whole community living in a cave. You not leave them in a cave because they did not understand you and misunderstood you and maybe said things that you did not like. You'll be patient. You explain to them to know I'm just your sister. I'm just family. I just want to know you more. I just want to get closer. I have this thing we can share and stuff like that. So if we don't learn how to be patient, if we don't learn how to accommodate each other and stuff like that, it cannot take us anywhere. So Collins, I think that you would like to say something too from here.
Yes, is sometimes, most often, when people come, they listen. They always take it as more of business. We are saying this particular company is not only about business. Business is just like a fraction. It's about a movement. It's about humanity. And it's a shame that some of our brothers and sisters have not really understand it. And I said, if honestly you join without understanding what you have joined or what you've involved in, please blame the person who brought you in, not Mr. Ashmofara. It means the person never tells you, and there is no need
Right.
to
I
go
agree
and
with
cry
that.
like a child, go on every platform, try to pour out, because me, I'll be ashamed. Honestly, with me, I will really be ashamed to go and do that, to go and be crying like a baby. I will just approach a person. I say, but please, what I'm hearing now is different from what you told me. Is it real? Because when I go and I listen to all these live webinar like Red, Chris Johnson, Otech Pro Heroes, Comfort, Macien, I can go Julie, Gwen, Susie. They are saying something different. So, but what you have just told me, because if I want to put myself comfort, if you introduce me to something and I go, I know people are in the same business like yourself, and they are having all these great webinars, this live, they are saying something different. I will even be ashamed to write because it's like I'm ridiculing myself. I'm disgracing myself coming writing there. I'll approach the person and say, no, what you told me is not that. Because what I've heard from all of those people, let's call them so-called leaders, what they are saying is different from what you told me. So why is it different? And then at that moment, I will try to learn and know. I will not try to push things or write something that is not true. That's what some of our brothers and sisters are doing. Like here, we are talking about the heart
Yeah.
of Mr. Ashmofara. Why is he doing what he is doing? It's called
So sorry, bro.
humanity.
Before you go back to the heart of Mr. Ash before, because that looks like a new point. Let me just quickly chip in something because this is important. You
Yeah.
know, I know that we had the years where we used to present this opportunity to people, and Collins is very right. I think he's been hitting on it for so long now. Whatever you told someone who joined this business is a mindset they came with, right? But then you need to be accountable because one, at least that person did a good job, or he took a first step of explaining and presenting it to you, right? So you had an informed decision. You knew what the business was about according to this person, and then you took an informed decision that I know that this is what the business is about, and so I'm happy to join. But when you joined, you discovered that a lot of learning was going on. Did you learn? Because the moment you joined, this person who brought you is no longer responsible for you. You need to be accountable for yourself, because this person was not going to run your business for you, cash out your money for you, tell you what to do for it with it, plan for you, and do stuff. The moment you take the step and sign, it means you have taken a conscious decision of joining, and so you have the responsibility to learn, and learn. The person who brought me in was my brother-in-law, my husband's eldest brother. But now he's going to be, he is learning from me, right? He's gone silent. I'm talking about him now because it's family. I don't mind. I can talk about him, right? He's gone silent for a very long time. But when it's time, when we're ready, because I already announced here, I'll use this as an opportunity to announce again that we might not be doing the intensive webinars we used to do last time. People need to sit up now and start learning. Learn, ask questions, just learn and learn, because I'm not sure we'll keep. We did a lot of babysitting and spoon feeding and stuff, and people took it for granted. But sometimes, if it's family, if it's direct family, you will need to help them out. You say, okay, during family time, I can help you explain one or two things and put you back again. But then this is the person who brought me, and he was explaining stuff to me. But when I got it and took it and ran away with it and made that first pigeon video, Collins, he was like, all right, you're done, you've got it, go from there. I'm still here today. I don't know where he is as far as this movement is concerned. But when it's time, he's going to resurface. And when he resurfaces, I will be the one to bring him through. So I did not go and sit down and stay quiet that, oh, he brought me into some business, left me here and went away, because I took responsibility, I learned, and then I got connected. I'm where I am now. So Collins, I thought I
Yeah,
should just
no, come
agree
on.
with you on this
Yeah,
point because it's important. Because
yes.
yes,
So,
yeah,
like you rightly said, when you're reading comment, people always jump ahead of the game. For instance, we have O News 11. When we have O News 10, some people already have their mindset, what they want to see. When O News 10 came out, oh, O News 11. So they are the one now writing Ash's script. O News 11 came out, now O News 12. What is your expectation?
exactly.
What have you learned from the
Yeah.
zero news to the O News? Let me call it zero news to the O News 11. What have you learned? Do you know that that is a building block that Ash is building, preparing us, coming step by step? What have you learned? Because I will not go out and say O News 12. What if O News 12 comes out and it's not the same your expectation? The same person will go out and write O News 13, because you have your mindset and you block your head. Your head is so rigid and tiny, where you are just waiting for only what you want to hear. The truth is, people like that, Comfort, they will never help humanity. You can read it from everything when people come
Yeah,
out and make it.
that's true.
There is no way they will ever help humanity. It's just about them. Because leave Mr. Ash Mofara to come out with the news. Because even if we go to the market today, there will be a lot of newses. It will not be only news 12, 13, 14, 15. News will come out until we pass and leave it. We don't even know how they will call it again. So I can't be bothered about O News 1 or 2. My only thing I ask is, when Ash put the news out, what have I gathered in that news? What have I learned? What is the message he is passing? Have I learned something from it? What is my anticipation? How am I preparing myself? When we go out to the market, I will start to do A, B, C and start to bless people. What have I learned from the day I joined? We are talking about more than 5 years ago. Some people have been 8 years. I'm more than 5. I'm 5 years plus. What have I learned from the day I joined to now? Has this made me a better person? Have I understand a good business and a bad business? Because that's the only thing I will take from the money cannot buy it. I have understand a bad business and a good business. I know how a startup business starts. I've never been there in my life, but I've seen how someone can start something from scratch and go. And it helped me to expand my knowledge, to go back and make research on other IT companies, how they started, what was their ups and downs. So honestly, this company have really improved me and changed my mind. And I will see it differently. Some people will disagree with me because their mindset have not changed. But I agree with myself, because God forbid, if I come out now with the knowledge I've gained, I can set up something and run away with it. But those who refuse to learn, they'll still wallow in their misery and still wait for some Messiah to come and says something for them to join in. That's why they jump from one place to the other. But I can say, yes, if I leave this place, God bless me. I can set up something with the knowledge I've gained from Mr. Ash Mufara. I can start something small. It shouldn't be big, massive, but at least I know that there is ups and downs. It will not be smooth ride, but I will struggle. I will feel pain, but that resilience and commitment and patience can can take me somewhere. All what we are using today, comfort, that the light from electricity to what? Somebody sweat for it. Somebody failed many times to give us what we are doing. The
Exactly.
fridges we are using,
Yeah.
somebody fails. Somebody put the idea, and we are the beneficiaries of their suffering. And when we buy it, they increase the price, we complain. But when they put us in that situation, we say, no, we don't want to go through that. When they come and they determine the price, we say, wow, it's too expensive. Let us be grateful because we are
No.
here. Let us enjoy the journey. Let us learn as much as possible because knowledge is power. So tomorrow we can stand and tell that story. It is not about old news 1, old news 2, old news 15, 20. Care less about that. It's about what message is coming from the old news that Mr. Ash Pofara is passing. What have you learned? It's not the number of news. It's about what you've learned, comfort. So I just want to leave it there. Take it away from me.
Oh,
Or you want me
I
to go ahead?
know. Yeah, people just get excited about things that don't really matter. No, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can
Can
hear
you
you.
hear
Yes.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's
I can hear
happening?
you. I can
All
hear
right,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just laughing because people pay attention to things that don't really matter. Old news one, old news two. There's going to be so many old news coming out there, but I think that's not what Ash wants us to do, to record the number of old news that are coming up. Right, where Ash wants us to get what is there. I think Collins, that was a good point to bring up. So, guys, let's focus on the content and not the volume. Right, let's focus on the content. What does Ash want me to pick up from this news item? Right, that is it. So we're trying as much as we could to make it fun and not business, but for some reason I don't know whether it's working on whether it's working or not. But then you were trying to touch on the uplifting humanity and stuff like that, the heart of Mr. Mufara. So,
Yes.
guys, I think let's keep discussing, because yeah, we're just reminding ourselves. I'm just putting a long list. The list is going on and on and on and on. And I'm just happy. I try a lot to try to get to discuss exciting stuff. It's just that I don't know how to make fun. I think it would have been really funny. Collins, because one of the things I've always wanted to do is just to travel and see the world, right? I have places I like to go to. My kids have places they like to go to. And then my friends have places they like to go to, different places. So we'll make a team thing that, okay, we go to my own place and then we go to your own place and then we go to the other person's place and stuff like that. And before you know it, we visit a lot of countries, or even just England, right? Just going a tour, making a tour of England. That's a dream, one of the dreams I have. Just go around, start like go see the entire England and then see the entire United Kingdom. You would have done a lot to yourself. And believe me, why you are doing this nowadays, it could have worked differently, but then this time around, it's going to be much better, because everywhere you go, you change your life. Any part of the world at all, there's somebody struggling in any one way or the other. I came to know the reality of this Western world where we live, in that we only see what we see, but then there's still that reality that in any country at all, it doesn't matter how much people think that they are well off enough, people still do struggle. Because during COVID, Collins, you would not believe that there were families that could not afford an electronic device so that children could learn, right? So when you know that things like that are happening, you know that the struggle is real. And nowadays, if there's something that is happening, is the lack of jobs. Jobs are so very difficult to come by. What if you just go around just within England, even just within Birmingham where I am, just asking on the street, people will tell you off, because when you start introducing, they're like, oh my God, just get out here. It's just one of those schemes. You are not taking, because one of the things is that it's not going to be our job to be selling Mr. Mufara's business, because we're not his marketers. We'll not be doing contacts on his behalf. We'll not do anything, because it is his job. But our job is just to be part of the business, to join the business. The rest of it, he will do it. And so, what, Collins, are you still? You seem to be all right. Perfect. So while we are doing this, we have a beautiful way of doing, like England, charity organizations, charitable organizations are a thing in England. And if that's something you cannot stop, I think I don't see the stop of it anytime, anywhere near. So you can go around and support them, right? Give an account for every charity. Say, all right, this charitable organization is for the Heart Foundation. I like that. I like helping people with heart problems and stuff like that. You give that. Cancer, you give an account, this one, and so on. Those who like pets, you give it to people who raise charity, who raise money to support pets, whatever thing. I have nothing against pets. I don't keep pets, but I'm happy for those who like and keep pets. So if you want to support projects like that, you go ahead and do it. That is how beautiful it is. If I just say, okay, the next week I'll be in north no in northeast England or North England, or where, or I'll just make a tour of the entire West Midlands, right? Every town I visit, I go to the charity shops. I like the Heart Foundation, the cancer thing, the hospice thing, and so on. There are particular charitable organizations that I love what they are doing. Give them an account and so on. How about that? You don't only go around and enjoy nature, enjoy the beauty of the world that God has created. You also have an opportunity to change lives, to give back to the community, because giving to a charitable organization means giving back to your community. It's going to go a long way. So those are the type of things that we should be thinking about, and not going and counting the number of old news and then creating more news when Ash has not asked you to do so, because you cannot even do it, because you don't know what Ash is thinking, you don't know what he is planning. Let's not create news, or let's not create news for Ash on behalf of Ash. Let's create news from our own side, right? Let's create news by going out there and empowering and changing lives within our community. That's just what I'm about to support what you were saying, Collins. And that's how we uplift humanity.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the heart of Mr. Ash Mufara. Comfort, as you rightly said, is the heart of Mr. Ash Mufara. And the reason why he is building or doing what he is doing. And if we look at it, we say, all right, he is doing ABC, but what is the primary objective? What is his vision? It's about uplifting humanity. Without humanity, he said, take away humanity, the humanity part of the business, he will not even do it, because that's the motivation. He wants to see life change, not only for you to come and gain, because most people, when they come, they hear humanity, it's just like, wow, I'll benefit, I'll make so X amount of this. No, that is not it. It's about the entire globe, those who choose to come in to use the applications, how the application benefit them. That's the humanitarian part of it. What if someone can give you an affordable solution, an application that will enhance your business, because it is really expensive and you can find it in this company powered by built by Mr. Ash Mufara? What if you want to do humanitarian and you have something that will aid you in your humanitarian purpose, because you still need software solution to do all of that? You need like a CRM application, for instance. How do you know how do you manage your inventory, all of those things? You need all of those things. What if there's an application like that to aid you? You are in East and you can manage this in the West. You can do this, you can do that. A lot of things. What about hospital? There's a lot of things, because he is building a solution that is powered more, for giving. He said, take it, use it, enhance yourself, change your life, education, your community, And when we're talking about that comfort, a lot of people will use it. What will happen? They'll have a lot of savings. The money that you are spending, you can take that money, turn around and say, let me bless my community. That is humanitarian, the humanitarian part of it. How many companies, comfort, if you look at it in UK, they give food, they give something to food bank. every time.
Exactly.
Yes, imagine if they have that enough of money where they can say this amount, we want to support food bank, we want to support children in need, blind, cancer research, all those type of things. That's humanitarian. Companies are doing it, but now they can't do it because they are working on tight budget. What if they have affordable application where they can save that money and then do all of these things? Is that not humanitarian? So for
Right.
me, it's not about me putting something in my pocket, coming, being part of it, and put. It's about using this application as a company, as a business, to save a lot, so I can enhance myself and then bless others.
Indeed,
So all of
indeed.
that,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's how
Yeah.
I see it more.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So let me go around. Collins, tell me. No, you're not going. So tell me, what is that crazy thing you're planning to do for yourself? Let me tell guys. Let me tell you before brother Oliver comes. The first day that we're out for business, he is going to take breakfast in. He'll kill me for saying this. He's going to take breakfast on that first day in in France, and then have lunch in Italy, and then dinner in Germany, I think. And then so Collins, tell me, what is your own crazy thing you are going to do? So before you
Honestly,
start going back to give to your community, let me know. Let us know, guys. Let's do this. Let's play. Let's do this, and let me see what people will say. I want to see your
no,
answers in the chat.
honestly,
Tell me.
honestly, I've not thought about it or comfort. I always think about giving myself a nice treat, but I've not pinpoint where I will say, you know what, the first day I will sit, I will relax, and I just say, God, thank you. Because now I've seen it. Because I always said I want to see the reaction, how people will react. That's my prayer. I want to see how
Exactly.
when as we open the well, how others
Yes.
will react. Those who never believe
Yeah.
in it and those who refuse to come in, what will be
Exactly.
their reaction? That's where I'm going. And then
Yes.
like comfort when they release new application to the well, like every day we always know when iPhone is promoting, they say, all right, iPhone 17 will come. We are talking about iPhone 17. Just see the anticipation, how people are anticipating to receive it.
Wait, wait. I'll be stopping you anyway. Sis, let's do this. Let's do this. I think I like this. He will, that this is my sister. I'll try my best to call this name. Nokutula. Okay, I'm not. I think that we have consonant clusters in Africa, but you cannot do the ones in Southern Africa. Guys, bear with me. I'm African, but I cannot deal with consonant clusters in this place. No, no, no. Sis, I need to call you just for you to teach me how to pronounce this name because I'm not going to get it wrong anymore. But then what interests me is the
Nokutula,
fact that yes. No, 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 that one is easier. Look at the other one. Look at the
Nokutula,
last one. Leave it.
Bolongo.
Wait. So what she said, she's going to take her family to the hotel that night. I think it sounds crazy, but that's my kind of idea, right? That's my kind of idea. And that's what because I'm just like I'll just ask. I'm thinking, should I ask my children to decide where do we go this minute? Let's just go somewhere, right? But then, to be honest, deep down, like Colin said, all jokes aside, my motorbike aside, they're going to the hotel. That's going to happen. I'm not joking. But then I think that I'm going to go for a retreat if I can. I just want to go for a retreat and seek God's face. I've been seeking that. I've been praying. We all have been praying. But
Yeah.
then I'll seek God's face. I say, God, help me, give me wisdom. Because if we're not careful, my dear sister, we're going to go wrong. It's not a joke because, like me too, I'm very, very family oriented. And I
Yeah.
don't plan things without my family and stuff like that. So, yes, that night, we'll just go. If we will go to that night and maybe I just leave them the other side, lock up myself. Say, nobody knocks this door in the morning until you see me out of here. I just have me and God time together. I say, God, I just need a new spirit. This thing has happened. If I'm not careful, I'm going to be arrogant. If I'm not careful, I'm going to be impatient with people. If I'm not careful, I'm going to be looking down on people who don't have, instead of uplifting them and just praying and getting a renewed spirit. We've been
Yeah.
praying, no doubt, but then things can turn around really quick.
Oh, you
But
took it from
then,
my mouth. That's exactly where I
yes.
was like, this sketch you say that it was something that was in my heart. I said, you know what? When it happens like
Yes,
that, I need to take that time back for a quiet moment. You
yes,
know, I know
but
the rest will come after, but I need to take that one day, that minute, that
uh,
second, just to thank
yes,
God for a good ride, and the patience that He endure on us, for us to be patient
it's,
with Mr. Ash Mufara, and also for the heart that God gave Mr. Ash Mufara to go through all of this, and then
yes,
start to look at the way people are whying. When you put something. I come for, just imagine you build something, right? You are part of the journey. Say you are Mr. Ashmofara, and then you put something of this magnitude out. The next thing is you open your window just to see how people are celebrating. It gives you that joy,
yes,
that
indeed,
noise
it
where
does,
people are
it
talking
does,
about
yes,
something, don't even know it's comfortable
yes,
power in, but you are looking at it, say, wow, people are celebrating of
yeah,
what I've done. It gives you that internal peace and say, wow, I didn't expect this. You release something and it just make the whole world go crazy. And that's what will happen to all
exactly,
of us, except those who never pay attention. But I believe those who pay attention, they want to see how the market will react on it. And that's the reaction I want to
exactly.
see.
That's so true. That's so true. But apart from that, that fun thing, that's what we
No,
want,
the
right?
fun will come.
And yeah, it will come, it will come. But then that first time fun thing, we just want to make news. But after that, we'll find time to just sit here and
Correct.
share and really laugh
Yeah.
and laugh, right?
Yeah.
So when you see, because this is an opportunity, I always like meeting new people. I like my children to meet new, different children. If I know that my sister is going out with a family in a hotel
Mm-hmm.
and she has children the age of my children, I'll say, okay, I'm coming with you,
Mm-hmm.
because my children would have seen a new place, they would have met other new kids their age and stuff, they discuss their own crazy stuff and things like that. And then we meet, but then there's so much happening. As much as we'll be doing this, must start from the basis. We'll do that retreat. That is me. That is Collins, I believe. And then planning of business. We're planning business now and so on, but not until we find it sitting in front of us. That is when we finally get us a desk. You get that
Mm-hmm.
desk and sit down and sit with that laptop and draw and put something and put a schedule for yourself
Mm-hmm.
like this. This is me. This is my itinerary. This is how
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing stuff from now henceforth and stuff like that. I think it's quite cool. It's just fun
No,
because it's fun. For everything is fun, to be fair, and it's worth it when you have been in the movement, when you've been in the
yeah.
journey.
Yeah.
You cannot sound like my sister here if she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's
Correct.
been
Yeah.
moving, she's been walking the journey, and she
Mm-hmm.
knows what's awaiting us. And it's
Mm-hmm.
allowed. Ash knows that we need to start from here. Give
Yeah.
ourselves that touch and know how it feels, how good it feels,
Mm-hmm.
because you can only pour from what you have.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really fun, guys. So I'm just ready. I'm happy. I'm just like, God,
I'm waiting
when
like a
this
football
moment
match.
comes.
Comfort. When the country win a
Ex-
football, how the whole country
Yes,
is shouting. That's how I want to see it.
exactly.
That first
Yeah,
that
yeah,
first this thing will give me that joy before I start to think about myself,
yes,
because I want to, like, wow, Mr.
indeed.
Comfort, have you just seen? You hear the noise, the
Yes,
noise, the noise out there. Just listen to that noise.
yeah. Then young people will go crazy. Young people, within our movement, very young people like the 18-years and so on, all of those things, they're going to be like, oh God. So we have a lot of work to do, guys. If you're a parent, if you're a grown-up and stuff like that, we're going to be taking care. I think we'll come live immediately, things start showing up and things looking good. Because people just
Hmm.
want to have that announcement that we are live. They don't see anything, they just go crazy. They go get a drink, they go get that, and then get in trouble. We're going to be like, hello, take your time. It's just
Yeah.
about to begin. So it's just about to begin. So it's just fun. Everything is fun. The thought of it all, guys. Let's keep on keeping on, because nothing is wrong. We're not doing anything wrong by waiting. Ash is not doing anything wrong by taking time to prepare well. I've done a lot of learning and transformation has taken place in my life. Collins, I'll go back again to one of the most recent things, which I think when you look at it, I don't know that much. I'm not very well knowledgeable in that, but I've been trying my best to learn the cryptocurrency thing. You know about pi this thing, the pi thing,
Yeah.
pi network. It's almost 3 years since this announced launch and stuff like that, but they are still in the process, right? because these are giants. It's a massive, it's weightlifting. It's not that easy to just pick it up and take it to that extent as we think. Because if it were for us, we would have long been gone. But then, like you take it, guys say, you think that you're ready, you tidy up and so on. Before you know it, you discover one thing. You want to tie the knots, you want to polish up, you want to cut the T's and dot the I's and all of those things. So nothing is wrong with this whole thing. And if you've not been mocked at, if people have not been laughing at you, then you are not there yet. You need people to laugh at you. Because when the time comes and they call you and say, I'm out with my family, or you put on your WhatsApp, don't disturb. Somebody like me is going to change my phone number because I will not want to be disturbed. I just have a time out with my family and I'm reflecting on my new life, right? So that's when people are going to be saying, I think it was worth the waiting for they that waited, right? Those who wait on the Lord, and stuff like that. So it's all going to be fun. It's fun, fun, fun. Let's enjoy this journey because it's part of it. And I believe that those of us, colleagues, who have been in the journey, we are going to have more fun when we're ready, because we'll be having stories to tell. There is so much we have experienced, so much that has happened. So when we sit down and recollect all of those things over a drink, over soup, I like soup more than Jack Daniel Collins. So you know me. I'd rather have soup than have Jack Daniel, but I know that my brothers will have that, right? So we have a drink, whatever we want to do is coffee, whatever makes us happy. We'll be thinking about those things and just laughing and just being happy, and then tapping each other on the back, hugging each other, and doing stuff. Say, we are happy, we waited. So let me hear what my sister is saying. I'm happy. Yeah, we're on God's timing. We are never late. It's never late. It's never too late nor too early. It's just in time, and that's how it's going to happen. So let's keep on keeping on. Let's keep going because the future is bright. Yeah, bro. I think we should be rounding up now.
That's really great. So let's just keep on, keep the faith, keep the fire burning. Listen to Mr. Ash Mufara. Check our OES, you know, and always make sure we are always updated with the news. Understand the news. It's not about jumping the gun and said, all right, O News 11, now we're waiting for O News 12. Don't be the first to break a bad news. Always keep in line with what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing. The news that he has given us, let us digest that, understand it, move to the next. So we always need to wait and listen to, not try to force and said, oh, there's a news now. What about this? What about that? There is nothing you can do. This thing takes time, takes process. And when it is right, the search Father will release it, not in our own time, but in the time that it is ready. So we just have to be patient. Thank God that we are really in a better place now than before. He said the sky is clear, the water is smooth, we are sailing on the calm water, and things are getting better. They can see it clearer than us. And he is so happy. When you see Ashna coming out, he is really excited and happy for what he is seeing. So the only thing
Exactly.
we just need to be close to our CEO, more listen to the information, digest what he has already given us, not jump further and then try to magnify things. So comfort, that's all I can say.
Indeed. No, thank you so much. I just wanted to round up by highlighting these two comments from my sister Anna Clemo, aka the Three Thugs. Earlier on she said Ash had me when he said he was building an AI with heart. I think all of us know this expression, building an AI with heart, right? And that is what will do the job. That is what we're all about, right? So, and she says, anything worthwhile is worth waiting for. We are on God's timing. Yes, sis, you are very, very right. If it's worthwhile, then it's worth the waiting. Let's wait. Let's wait in excitement. Let's wait in expectation. And let's wait preparing as we wait. Because if we don't prepare now, you might find yourself caught up in some maybe not being ready, we need to be preparing every day, every minute, every time. When Ash comes with something new, so we need to be really flexible to move with change, right? Very dynamic. So anytime anything there's anything new, we readjust to fit to that agenda and keep moving and moving and moving. And by the time we land, the world will tell the story. We will not have time to tell the story. The world will tell it on our behalf while we're out there changing lives. So, guys, thank you so much for joining Collins and myself. Thank you, bro, for joining. And let's have a beautiful. Tomorrow is OTech Pro, and this is going to be happening at 12. What time is it?
F12 noon EDT,
Yeah,
Eastern Daylight
yeah,
Time.
12. Yes, that would be 5 p.m. in the United Kingdom and 6 p.m. in mainland Central Europe. So, guys, let's do well to be there and support them and keep on keeping on sharing, of course, contributing, and keep the fire burning, guys. Have a wonderful time. Love you all, guys, and bye.